Inspired by rock balancing sculptures around the world, our goal is to create a mini garden sculpture using rocks and other materials like sand, paper, grass, and so on by applying the art elements and principles space, form, and balance. One of the most mysterious megalithic sculptural stone monument established over 4,000 years ago is in Salisbury Plain, England. It is called the Stonehenge. It is a set of standing stones in a ring, with the tallest weighing up to 25 tons, climbing to 30 feet high. The Stonehenge is linked to being an ancient burial ground to a site to observe the summer and winter solstice. Other ancient megalithic stone sculptures include the Great Sphinx of Giza in Egypt. Joining this ancient fascination with rocks and stones, our focus is on rock balancing and the aesthetic of placement. British sculptor Adrian Gray will serve as an inspiration as we look at his rock balancing sculptures. Looking at his work, you can see how he layered these rocks onto each other to capture balance, the distribution of weight in the work. His sculptures are usually housed in gardens and the outdoors, and they interact with the space around them as a natural habitat. It's like they're having a conversation against the odds of gravity. Balancing stones, he says, has a meditative quality. It forces you to ignore the continual chattering in your head and observe yourself in the process of the balance. You listen with your fingers, your focus targeted and complete. Fundamentally, you find the stillness inside yourself and become one with the stones. As we create our small rock sculpture, utilizing space, form, and balance, we may think about designing a suitable environment for it. Perhaps yours could look like a Zen garden, or it could be somewhere in the wilderness, or maybe you want it to be in a space that is expressive of some type of emotion. Getting started, gather about 5 to 10 pieces of rocks. Use a flat container that will serve as your base. A paper plate, a small box, or a bowl could work. Think of this as the space for your garden. Design it with sand, shells, grass, water, anything that you wish, even food items like candy or rice. Whatever your imagination calls for. To achieve that balance by layering one rock on top of each other, you may want to look for that concave and convex section of the rock. That section where one side curves inward and one where the other curved outwards. By placing these two opposing sides on top of each other, you should be able to anchor the pieces together and find that balance. Sometimes you may not find the balance. It takes a lot of perseverance. Persevere until you find the balance. Layer about 2 to 4 pieces of rocks on top of each other depending on the sizes. Then determine the expressive look of your garden. Do you want it to be dramatic? Do you want it to be simplistic and meditative? It's your own space. Enjoy problem solving to find that balance and be creative as you can and send me a picture. Thank you.